So far we have completed creation of two of the EC2 machines. That is nothing but acting like a microservices, like user and payment microservices. Now we are going to install the internal load balancer. But before that, we need to create target group. So let's jump into creation of target groups. So let's select the target groups. Okay, let's select the target groups, and we'll create one target group. So basically we have to create two target groups. One target group holds the slash user path and that microservice, whereas another target group holds the slash payment services. So we are going to create two target groups. The first one is user target group, and the port what we are hosted is like 50/50, right? So we'll select HTTP port 50/50, select that VPC as private, select the VPC, and you can create the target group. Here you can add the micro user as a microservice here, and you can create a target group. Yeah, it takes some time to get registered. So in this target group, you have to mention the path, like slash user path you have to mention, and you have to save it. Let's refresh it and see whether it's get registered or not. So it's still taking some time to register. You can see it's still not registered yet. So meanwhile, we can create another target group for slash payment. The same way you can mention it like payments target group. And you can select the protocol as HTTP. And the port number is 50/50. So here we have to select the VPC, and the path we have to select it as a payments path, because the code we have given as payments. Now you can create. Now we include a pending machine, that is nothing but payment machine. You can include it, and you can save it. Let's see whether this is getting registered. Now you can check the target groups after some time. You can see, right, both are healthy, so both got registered here. You can sell the payment target group also registered. So now we are going to create the internal load balancer. But before creating internal load balancer, as it requires two subnets, we are going to create one more subnet. So before we did not create one more subnet, the private. So if you see, right, there is only one public subnet, one private subnet. So we'll create one more private subnet. You select the VPC, give it as a private subnet 02. Now you select another AZ, and you can give the subnet as 10.10.3.0/24. You can create subnet. You can see, right, now there are private subnets are 2. Now we can create an internal load balancer with these 2 subnets. So go to the load balancer, create a load balancer, select the application load balancer, give it some name. You can call it as internal ALB. So this is like a internal load balancer, not the internet facing one. So select the VPC, and you can select the 2 private subnets. And the security group, as we already created, right, internal ALB, so private ALB, so you can select that one. Okay, now you can select you can create the load balancer. We forgot to select the security target group. So target group, you can select user target group and click on create. But now what we have to do, we have to create the rules for the to direct the traffic from slash user, yeah, slash payment. So now we have to edit the listener rules. So just edit the listener rules, and we can add some rules here. For example, add first listener rule will be like you can add the forward to target group as slash user. So you can give that target group here, and now you can add the so slash user. For that you can add the slash you need to direct the traffic to the user group and create the group. So you can click on next, and you can set some priority like 1, and you can create another listener group. So this one will be directed to the slash payment. Okay, we have added the first one. So we'll create one more listener rule. So add rule, and you can select the path here. The condition should be the path and slash payments, you can say. And you can forward it to another target group like payments target group. So whenever the user hits slash payments, right, it is going to direct the traffic to the payments user group. And the default group also you can create, so that whenever it is not finding any of the path, it has to return some error. So the priorities I have given as 1 and 2. So now let's edit the default group. So here you can select it as a return fixed response, like for not for response, you can say, and you can give some custom messages. So whichever error message you want to return, you can return it. So here I'm mentioning as return error, and you can save it. So now you can try with the curl because both the servers are still running. We can see, right, both the target groups are able to reach the EC2 machines over there. Now you can head on to the ALB, and you can copy the DNS of it. So this is a private DNS. You can copy it, and you can curl this URL from the bastion host. So let's try it. But before that, we can check the VPC settings whether DNS setting is on or not. You can go to edit VPC settings, and you can see that enable DNS hostname should be on. Then we can again check the curl, but we'll see. But it's still saying that couldn't connect to server. So there is some problem here. So I understood the problem now. The listener port number is 50. It should be 80. So all the time the ALBs listen on port 80 only, whatever may be the internal port number. So internal port number is 5050, whereas the ALB should be on port 80. Now the load balancer has come active. Now you can check the curl command here from the bastion host. And now I'm on bastion host. Now we can check the internal DNS of the ALB. Yeah, now it's working, right? Now the ALB is set up and it's hitting the right path.